Anxiously for their turn to get their vaccine, a 100-year-old World War II veteran who was originally from Kentwood.
You'd think he'd be right up there at the top of the list, but Fox 17's Julie Dugmeyer talked to that man and his daughter about their frustrations actually getting the vaccine he desperately needs. Julie.
Yeah, Doug, basically Spectrum Health says it's a random draw from those who are eligible based on current MDHHS requirements, but we were able to step just inside of the door of Robert and his daughter Lori today to hear their story.
100
This is Robert Bendel.
years plus 8 months.
You heard that right. He's almost 101.
I feel good.
A World War II veteran who spent time in northern Africa, Robert opened a drugstore after he got out of the Army. He credits his good health to quitting smoking. But Robert has one big problem.
Good. I don't want to get COVID.
He can't figure out when it'll be his turn to be vaccinated for COVID-19.
They seem to be dragging their feet.
He would really like to see his grandkids and great-grandkids. It's been since March 2020, when the retired pharmacist went into isolation voluntarily.
I'm pretty sure it'll do some good. The other vaccines have.
Yeah.
And so I've got all the others. I might as well have this one.
Robert isn't the most technologically savvy. Thankfully, he lives with his 74-year-old daughter, Lori Rivard.
It's been frustrating because I didn't know who to call.
Lori's been trying everything to make sure her dad is as close to the front of the line for a shot as possible.
My niece sent me the phone number for Spectrum, and the girl there, Lauren, was extremely helpful.
Lori got them through on my chart, but now they wait. She says it's a good thing she's around. Her 81-year-old husband and 100-year-old dad couldn't do this on their own.
They wouldn't know how to navigate this. There needs to be some kind of a method for getting through this system. It's been frustrating.
Lori's biggest question has been how those who have the vaccine decide who gets one next. Spectrum Health explaining that in a statement they gave to us, saying in part, quote, "They will receive notification to schedule a vaccination appointment based on eligibility per the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services guidance, random selection from within the designated priority groups, and Spectrum Health's supply of the vaccine. High demand and not enough supply."
I don't know. It's as bad as the Black Plague.
But with his 100 years of life experience and a world war under his belt, he has the wisdom to know and hope that this too shall pass.
I think we'll get through this all right. I won't, but younger people will. You will. And, well, as I said, we've gotten through a lot of things. The country is still the greatest country in the world. It's the only one people are fighting to get into. And so we'll see what happens.
Now, one of the things that Lori brought up is that she had a hard time finding a phone number. I was able to get one for those who want to make an appointment through Spectrum and can't get online to their services through My Chart. The number that you want to call if you can't access online is 833-755-0696. It's going to also be, that number is going to also be on our web story. So, and even if you can't get online, tell someone to do it for you so you can get that phone number if you do need it. It is again 833-755-0696.